everyone. It is time to call the... What is causing that?
Your meeting too? Yeah. Our meeting.
October 6th council meeting? I don't know what that is. Does anybody have the ability to fix that?
Maybe
That
it'll,
would be a negative. All right, here we go. Wow. I don't know if it's my mic or if it's, everybody say test.
test.
Test, 1, 2.
Go ahead, you're next. Test.
So is it just me? Was it just at the meeting that you guys were at?
Well, I thought
It was just this one?
That mic.
Doing it right now.
When we were here the other night, it was Pat, so it was I don't know.
All right, well,
Let's go with it.
we'll go with it. If not, I may have to be quiet the whole entire time and somebody else runs the meeting. Okay.
Maybe it's all the jewelry. I'm just kidding.
I'll take it off.
I'm just kidding.
Shall we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Jackie, can you call the roll, please?
Yes. Mayor Velardo,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Evans,
Here.
Ms. Russell,
Here.
Mr. Mitchell.
Here.
Mr. Redmond. Ms. Chamberlain.
Here.
Mr. Haskins.
Here.
Thank you. By the looks of this agenda, we are going to make this a rather quick meeting. We only have one committee report. So if you're joining us now on Facebook, welcome. We're going to try to see if we can see any comments that are coming in and try to address you, but this will probably be a rather quick meeting. So if we miss you, we'll catch you when we go through the comments at a later time. Proceedings. So I have a motion to approve the council proceedings from September the 15th, please.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Mitchell,
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain,
Yes.
Ms. Velardo,
Yes.
Ms. Evans,
Yes.
Ms. Russell,
Yes.
Mr. Haskins,
Yes.
Mr. Redmond.
Financial statements. Do I have a motion to adopt the August financial report?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Chamberlain,
Yes.
Mr. Redmond, Ms. Evans,
Yes.
Ms. Velardo,
Yes.
Ms. Russell,
Yes.
Mr. Haskins,
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell.
Yes.
That takes us to our first public comments. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to address council? Hi, Marty.
I didn't recognize her with the mask.
Right? Please state your name and address for the record.
Martha Kleinfelder, 28 Wallace Grove Lane. Everyone comes to council, and they have to complain about something. Well, I don't want to complain. I want to thank council, not council, but the maintenance department. Problem in front of my driveway, and it was promised a long time ago they would fix it when they got to it. And randomly, I ran into Eddie Hackmeister, and I said, hey, my driveway, I know, I'm on it. That was 2 weeks ago, and they're already working on it. Jason and Tyler were out there today working all day, and I truly appreciate it. City's doing a great job, especially
Thank you.
maintenance. So thank you all.
Thank you very much, Marty. Anybody else? Okay, there being none, we will go straight into standing committee reports, Administrative Services Committee meeting. Vice Mayor Evans.
Yes, we met October 1st. I called the meeting to order at 4 o'clock. Present were myself, Sandy Russell, Kim Chamberlain, City Manager Michael Doss, Finance Director Pat Worthland, Captain Miller from the Fire Department, and Administrative Assistant Jackie Bain. We approved proceedings from August 11th, August 27th, and September 14th meetings. We discussed the CARES Act funds, city purchases. Finance Director Pat Worthland explained that the city has $354,000 to spend with yet another round of CARES funds. The city expects to receive yet another round of CARES funds very soon. Bottom line is that we have to encumber $354,000 in new items by November 20th. Staff submitted ideas to council regardless of the amount. If council approves the wish list, we will still have an additional $182,000 to earmark rather quickly. Captain Miles Miller spoke on behalf of the fire department on the purchase of 2 LifePak 15 heart monitors for both medic units and ambulances. The committee also reviewed and discussed other care items on the CARES Act funding list, including tents to assist the outdoor dining area in colder months, propane patio heaters, outdoor metal tables to use inside the tents, and possibly hiring a temporary part-time employee to manage COVID-related information. A 1-year trial of a public meeting software program, automated entrance doors, and other items listed on the CARES funds wish list. Many of the items are in high demand and prices can change daily. The extra encumbrance amount provides a cushion for just that reason. So the committee agreed to make a recommendation for the law director to draft an ordinance authorizing coronavirus relief fund purchases according to the attached chart for a total amount of $172,907, contingent on and to the extent that the city has received the CARES Act funds.
Second?
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Ms. Velardo?
Yes.
Ms. Russell?
Yes.
Mr. Redmond?
Yes.
Mr. Haskins?
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
7.
Yes. And then the COVID-19 temporary tent usage for restaurant retail businesses. City Manager Michael Doss presented information regarding COVID-19 temporary tent usage for restaurants and retail businesses. The businesses will be given a temporary permit of up to 6 months to have a tent outside of their business. The fire department will inspect the tents to make sure it's safe. There are requirements and restrictions that the businesses will have to adhere to. There's a lot of potential for businesses to use this to help sustain their business during the winter months. Tents will be allowed as long as they pass the requirements, have the space, and are safe. The city could possibly spend money on barriers so that tents can be set up downtown and be accessible to everyone yet safe. With no further business, we adjourned at 4:52 p.m.
Thank you. That's a great idea to allow those tents just until we figure out.
And the tent, the other tent will cover basically the whole outside dining area we have now.
Yeah.
Which will be nice.
Good luck getting those emergency heaters or those outdoor heaters.
I
I
think
hear
we
they're
already-
really hard to come by.
We have one, well, we're renting one tent, and then we're trying to purchase one for the city to have their own.
The heaters.
Oh, the heaters, I think it's coming with the tent.
The rental one has heaters.
Do they have them?
Yeah.
That's good. Very good. Thank you. Okay. That takes us to city manager report. Mr. Doss?
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, council. Present to you my report for October the 6th. Several updates in my report. Wanted to advise council that the city has submitted our OPWC projects, our applications for 2021 funding. Again, just a reminder, those projects are the Tyler Avenue Stormwater, Laurel Avenue Stormwater, and Wallace Avenue Waterline improvements. I do want to commend staff for assisting with this. Joe Castile, Pat Worthland, and getting with myself, Ed Hackmeister, and our 2 engineers to get these projects submitted. Riverside Park Walking Shelter update. We ran into a little bit of a delay in that project. We do require, well, the state requires SHPO, which stands for the State Historic Preservation Office. We have to file a report with them on the property just to make sure there's no historical arrowheads or anything like that there. So that's going to delay that a little bit, but we don't anticipate having any issues with that property. We do expect construction to be pushed back a little bit into early November, but we should still be
Nothing
okay.
ever goes smoothly in that park, so.
It really, right, it's like jinxed.
It is
Yeah,
jinxed.
it's unfortunate, but again, we don't anticipate any issues, but it's just a process we have to go through. Economic development updates, Cervantes, Taco Bell, and the remodeled UDF are expected to open by late October. True Hotel is expected to open by late November, right before the holiday season. And concrete foundation for the Staybridge Suites is expected to be poured sometime in early November. Something that's not on my report, I want to give you an update. It's go back in time a little bit. Norton Advertising, as they're close to getting their sign completed, their digital sign at the bottom of the trailhead. So they're hoping to have that up and running by the end of this weekend, if not by next week. We already have a couple advertisements for the city on there, just a welcome to City of Milford. And one of the other advertising we're doing is just to notify the public of our trick or treat, which again is October 31st from 6 to 8 p. There are no standing committee reports at this time. Just reminders that October the 14th, next week, is a planning commission meeting at 6 o'clock. And October 20th is the next regularly scheduled council meeting at 7.
Thank you for bringing that sign up. It looks really good.
It does. It does.
I haven't not driven by yet, but I've heard it's really big.
It's huge.
It is big.
Does it look okay that it's
It's
big?
huge.
I hope it looks
It's
okay
got a
big.
It's like a
presence.
picture. We'll get used to it.
Go big or go home.
I haven't driven
Things
by
are bigger
yet.
in Milford, not just council.
But it matches the other sign really nicely.
It really
Yeah.
does.
So it
And you'll be able
complements
to
the
read
other
it.
one.
I mean, as you sit there, you'll be able to read it. I really like it. They did a great job on that.
Good.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Michael. Hey, Chief.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. You have my monthly report from September, and I'll touch on the highlights. In terms of training, all sworn members completed the classroom portion of our annual TASER training. All members, both sworn and non-sworn, completed a policy review on our ethics policy, which also included a test. I attended the Attorney General's Conference and also the Ohio Chiefs Conference, both of which were virtual this year. And as always, Officer Geary attended his monthly SRT training, and Officer Dennis attended her monthly dive team training. Some notable occurrences: we had a break-in at the American Legion. Officers also discovered a picnic table burning at the Valley View Preserve. We have identified 3 suspects in that case. We anticipate charges on those soon. As you may be aware, we had an injury auto accident in the 400 block of Main Street that led to closing Main Street and having air carrier transport one of the drivers a couple weeks ago. We had a theft of a firearm reported on Seminole Trail, and we had 3 death scenes that we investigated this month, 2 of which appear to be drug-related, unfortunately. Some administrative items: a citizen complaint on an officer was assigned to a supervisor to investigate, and a new policy regarding shift bids was implemented. And lastly, community relations this month, we logged 7 hours of bike patrol. Our Citizens Police Academy is now in its 6th week. I believe they have the narcotics unit tomorrow night giving a presentation. We, along with members of the Milford Community Fire Department, surprised a 6-year-old at his birthday party a few weeks ago, and we have an attached photo collage that his mother sent. We also attended the Friends of Oakwood end of summer event and another event with a local church at Oakwood during the month of September. And we also attended the Freedom House Public Safety Prayer last Sunday.
Chief, you'll be happy to note that Kim and I had our annual TASER training last,
Oh, that's
Wednesday
right.
as well.
Yeah, what'd you think of it?
It was very interesting. The whole class exceeds my expectations. It's wonderful.
Great, I'm glad to hear that.
It's really good. So I think tomorrow is K-9 and drug.
Narcotics.
Did you guys nominate a president yet?
We did.
Did.
Who's that?
Usman.
I had a feeling. Great, thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm not touching my mic. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Hi, Chief Baird.
Good evening, everyone. We announced it on social media a little while back, but I just want to make sure everybody is aware of the fact that Santa Sunday will be Sunday, December the 20th. Sunday, December the 20th, from noon till 6 p.m. in the city. We're going to take a few precautions related to the pandemic, but as it stands right now, everything else that we normally do that day is full steam ahead. And so we're very proud to be able to do that. I want to thank HMA and the businesses in the city that supported the second Saturday, I keep saying Sunday, second Saturday event in September. The money that was raised, along with a small grant that we received from the Ohio Division of EMS, has put us to the goal we had to purchase the body armor for the employees. So they're in the process now of accepting quotes and identifying the equipment they want to buy. So we're very grateful for the community and the business support of that goal. And now it's time to put the club on to the next project, whatever that may be. So thank you to them as well for organizing it. We have a group of 10 employees, I believe it is, starting the second of the 2 rope rescue operations classes here in town, being taught by one of our part-time employees who is a technical rescue specialist with the Butler County technical rescue team and longtime part-time employee of ours. And so we're getting close to where about half of our department has the next step of rope rescue training, so we're very happy for that. And really, I don't have anything else unless you have anything for me. I'll have a report for you the next meeting, like normal. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
All right, we are buzzing through this agenda. Council comments. Anybody have anything they want to talk about? Does anybody else from the audience would like to speak? Yeah. I thought there might be one more. Yeah, come on up. I thought that was you.
Yes. Sorry I was late.
It's all right. How are you?
I'm very good, Mayor. Thank you very much. And council members, my name is Karen Shara. I'm the Executive Director of the Claremont County Mental Health and Recovery Board. And we have a levy on the ballot this November. So we're going around to make sure everyone knows about our levy, can ask any questions about it, and obviously would like support from everyone for it. It is a renewal levy, so there is no increase in taxes. It costs $20.91 per 100,000 value. And it brings in $3.1 million to our board, which is almost half of our total budget. So it is absolutely critical that we have those funds in order to provide the services that we do. Our board just provides the funding. We cannot provide services. We contract with private nonprofits to provide those services. You may have heard of Child Focus or Greater Cincinnati Behavioral Services or Hope Community Center. Those are the agencies primarily that we contract with, and we provide mental health and addiction services to children, adults, adolescents, and families. Our levy dollars are particularly necessary for some of the things that are not mandated by the state, but it's things that this community really wants. All of our school-based services are funded through the levy. Milford is one of the schools. We're in all the schools. I know Milford Schools hires some of their own counselors, but they also bring in the Child Focus staff to help out with that, and that is a critical piece of what we fund and what we do, especially with COVID. We are very concerned with this year coming up, how children and families are adjusting to everything. We want to make sure that services are available. We also provide a 24/7 hotline and now 24/7 mobile crisis, so that anybody can call at any time to get help, just to talk to somebody, or even if there is an actual crisis that they need to have somebody there. Police can use it, agencies, families, organizations can use it, and it's very important to have that support when somebody is having a mental health or an addiction issue and really needs to be able to be addressed and de-escalated and dealt with appropriately. So we think that's another really important service. We have been trying to make sure that everything is available. Even through COVID, much of our system has switched to telehealth, which actually in this county has proved to be very positive because it gets rid of some of the transportation issues that people have in parts of our community. So we are helping to advocate to both the state and the federal government to keep that as a permanent thing that we can do, besides just having face-to-face. So again, this is very important. We are on the ballot with 2 other levies, and I always mention them as well, Senior Services and Children's Protective, both renewals also. All of us need the support because all of us are doing excellent work, and we all work together, quite honestly, in many of the services that we provide. So I wanted to keep it brief. I'm happy to answer any questions, but this is a 5-year, .75 mil levy. Again, a renewal, no additional taxes, but it is critical to this community to have it. And we've gotten a lot of support throughout the county. Everybody thinks that this is really necessary. All of our partners, we work with everybody in the community, and I think they recognize that we have a good product. We are providing good services to people, and they were very, very necessary, particularly in this time. So,
Well,
Be
thank
happy.
you for
Thank you.
all that you do. We're
Yeah.
definitely in some uncharted territory here. So I think it goes without saying that your services are needed more than ever right now, so.
My school would not survive some days without our child focus counselor, for sure.
yes, that is one of the things I think we're proudest of. I think it really does a great service, and it's amazing what that staff did while the schools were closed, and how much they reached out to try to make sure they got in touch with every child and every family to see if they could provide support. So
Do you have
it's a great
yard
service.
signs?
We don't have them yet. They're supposed to be in tomorrow.
Okay,
We would love if anybody would like one. We're happy to bring some. I do have a fact sheet
okay,
that I can leave here if people want copies or to leave it out anywhere.
okay.
Put
Yeah,
that
you
over
and
here.
Jackie.
So, but if you would like some, we'd be happy to drop some off. We have our big signs already, but the small signs are taking a bit of time. We didn't know we were even on the ballot till the end of July. It took the commissioners a little bit of time to make the decision, so it kind of slowed things down a little bit. But yeah, we're supposed to have them in tomorrow.
So we have a council meeting in 2 weeks, so if you
Oh.
want to come back and pitch it again.
I will
get
be
another
happy to do
plug,
that and
you're
bring
more than welcome
signs.
to come right back
I
and
would
it
love to
one
do
more
that.
time.
Okay, super.
Good to see you, Karen.
Same here, Amy. Thanks so much.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Yes, Chief.
I don't normally do this, but I definitely want to echo what Karen said and let you know that we take all of our partnerships serious, but that's probably our most critical partnership. To Lisa's point about not being able to get by without your partnership with them, there's probably not a day that goes by that we don't at least call them once. So, yeah, please take that into consideration. This is a very critical service that I would hate to even think about what it would be like if we did not have this partnership with mental health and recovery. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Anyone else have any comments or anything they want to add before we do our ordinance and head on out of here? You guys want to stay a little longer? We can talk. No? Mr. Manier, are you ready to read your one and only ordinance?
I am.
This is ordinance 2020-54, an ordinance authorizing coronavirus relief fund purchases. Now therefore be ordained by the Council of the Municipality of Milford. Section 1, the Council of the City of Milford hereby authorizes the utilization of the coronavirus relief fund to make the purchases set forth and itemized on the attachment hereto, which attachment is fully incorporated herein by reference pursuant to Section 12.03 of the Milford City Charter. Section 2, pursuant to and in accordance with Section 12.05 of the Milford City Charter, this ordinance shall become effective immediately upon its passage by City Council.
Move to suspend the rules and read by title only.
Second?
Ms. Russell?
Yes.
Velardo?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
Mr. Haskins?
Yes.
Mr. Redmond?
Ordinance 2020-54, an ordinance authorizing coronavirus relief fund purchases.
Motion to adopt.
Second?
Mr. Redmond? Mr. Haskins?
Yes.
Ms. Velardo?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Russell?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
Okay, so next meeting will be our pink out to bring awareness to breast cancer, so don't forget to wear your pink. Mr. Manier, bring you a tie. And if that is all, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Ms. Velardo?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Russell?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes.
Mr. Redmond? Ms. Chamberlain?
Yes.
Mr. Haskins?
Yes.
All right.
I'll have to
Good night.
rewear. I will wash it so I don't stay. Short and sweet. I think you guys are both going tomorrow night. I don't think.